India, Bharat, an ancient civilization with a rich repository of knowledge systems evolved over time immemorial. Vijnana Bharati is a voluntary science movement imbued with the Swadeshi spirit. It takes its inspiration from the Swatantrata Andolan pursued by our visionary scientists who challenged the might and hegemony of the British colonial power. Our intellectual giants faced innumerable racial discriminations and yet proved themselves worthy of being counted amongst the very best in the world. Their celebrated achievements rejuvenated the idea of national pride, of self-identity, and practically challenged the exploitative colonial rule. Unfortunately, at the dawn of independence, our national science organizations were unable to pursue the path laid out by the towering pioneers. Vijnana Bharati aims to rejuvenate the civilizational ethos and forge ahead into the modern era by igniting young minds with a harmonious synthesis of the physical with the spiritual sciences. The time has come for all Indians to embark upon Vijnana Bharati's quest for a national science movement with a distinctive Swadeshi focus. It all began at the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, way back in the late 1980s.
The turning point in the history of Swadeshi science movement was in 1991 in Nagpur, which was the largest gathering of nationalist scientists, when we decided that the national organization will be called Vijnana Bharati, Swadeshi Science Movement of Bharat.
The way we looked at science in a very holistic way, in a very integrative way, in a way of really which really brings out the very fundamental issues of the nature of reality and look at the current problems of the nation. And that's how Vijnana Bharati movement really started in the Institute of Science and then spread across.
Vijnana Bharati has a broad platform for collaborative initiatives to connect and engage in various appropriate projects for the sustainable development of our nation. Science India magazine was relaunched on our Foundation Day, 21st October 2020, with a remarkable clarity of editorial vision. Now, each monthly edition is as good a connoisseur's issue as any, inspiring, informative, and insightful.
You can take an Indian out of India, but not India out of an Indian. So there is a big diaspora that we have around the world. And if we create a network with them for not just knowledge exchange, but new knowledge creation, co-creation, and will make a big difference, not only to India's problem, but to global problems.
Global Indian Scientists and Technocrats is a forum for like-minded individuals and institutions from around the world to join hands with local NGOs, government organizations, and universities under the aegis of GIST to develop innovative solutions addressing persistent rural problems like malnutrition. The Science India Forum works in the field of science, technology, and education to foster scientific excellence by capitalizing on the synergies of India and the Middle East. The World Ayurveda Foundation regularly organizes the World Ayurveda Congress, bringing together researchers, practitioners, policymakers, and others to chart the way forward in propagating Ayurveda. At the 6th World Ayurveda Congress, our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi announced the formation of a separate ministry totally dedicated to the development of indigenous systems of medicine.
It's important that we understand these developments in the context of modern scientific rigor and leverage that knowledge for the benefit of the society.
Over the years, as Vijnana Bharati proliferated, it encouraged independent entities to emerge and focus on crucial issues women empowerment, waste management, Ayurveda propagation, environmental degradation and other such issues. Vijnana Bharati has 6 national and international level programs designed to inculcate the Swadeshi spirit and take pride in our traditional systems of knowledge generation. Vidyarthi Vigyan Manthan is a program that specifically addresses the student community to inculcate cultural values, teach science, assess the assimilation and applaud the deserving. The India International Science Festival is a veritable kaleidoscope of exciting events, attracting massive participation from young and old. Youngsters keenly explore the very many facets that make science an exciting career goal. Making science films is one such creative pursuit too. Experiential learning through assembly kits of GSLV rockets, rainwater harvesting, remote sensing receivers and validating their success led to a rare achievement indeed, that of setting 3 new Guinness World Records. Vishwa Ved Vigyan Sammelan is a program bringing together the Vedic sciences and modern analytical systems to understand the true nature of reality in a significant way. Vijnana Bharati today has its own dedicated YouTube channel to broadcast live, engaging, thought-provoking talks with Q&A sessions, making them interactive and satisfying pertinent queries.
Today, we at Vijnana Bharati rededicate ourselves to the vision of our scientists who participated in gaining independence from the colonial rules 75 years ago. As all of you are aware, many of the Indian scientists worked very hard in getting rid of the colonial rule, and not only that, the opportunities that were being prevented to our countrymen for realizing the fruits of science and technology, those opportunities, denied opportunities, our scientists worked very hard to bring to our country. And the scientific fraternity that participated in India's independence struggle makes all of us highly motivated to rededicate we at Vijnana Bharati once again to realizing their vision and their sacrifices. Namaskar.
To commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, important historical issues were discussed in a lecture series Swatantrata Sangram and Vijnan. Another celebratory initiative was to help create a renewed awareness of Shaka Samvat, the indigenous ancient system of timekeeping adopted after gaining independence as the Indian national calendar, acknowledging the highly advanced intellectual capabilities witnessed in mathematics and astronomy since the golden age of the Mauryas.
This year is a very special year for us, for our nation, when we are celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Therefore, we wish to resolve to make our nation once again the Vishwa Guru, which he was for thousands of years from Vedic times. So I earnestly request you to join our movement, Vijnana Bharati, to reclaim India's glory, to become once again the great nation of both science and spirituality, to make India as Vishwa Guru.